Most people think armadillos only eat ants and insects, quiet little creatures that mind their own business. But that image is completely misleading. Beneath that armored shell is a fearless hunter, ready to strike birds, scavenge carcasses, and charge into battles no one would ever expect, which is exactly what we're about to see today. TCD animals. Armadillos are far more carnivorous than most people realize. This one hunts down a lizard in the dead of night, then drags it to a quiet spot to enjoy its prize. It devours the prey without hesitation, completely unfazed by the camera watching every move. Suddenly, they don't look so cute anymore, do they? This lizard becomes the next victim. Size-wise, the two are almost evenly matched, but the armored tank simply grabs its prey and marches forward, dragging it across the ground while the helpless reptile struggles in vain. Armadillos don't just hunt live prey. They will also scavenge animals that die from disease or other causes. This one feeds on a fox carcass for days, returning again and again until nothing is left but skin and bones. Several clips even show armadillos turning up in cemeteries, digging deep holes straight into the soil. You can probably guess what they're searching for. Have you ever seen an armadillo catch a crow? It's hard to even understand how this happened. Did it sneak into the bird's nest and ambush it? The crow fights back desperately, but that armored shell only makes its attacks useless. Whatever the case, you already know how this ends for the crow. This eagle could have lost its leg if this man hadn't stepped in just in time. Today was a very unlucky day for the bird after it decided to attack the armadillo. An armadillo is casually foraging, unaware that a rattlesnake is already waiting nearby. It keeps moving closer. The snake strikes, and nothing happens. Let's rewind that. The armadillo's armor is simply too tough, turning the bite into nothing more than a harmless scrape. Poor snake. A large lizard goes after this armadillo and even manages to clamp its jaws around the armored neck. The armadillo refuses to go down, thrashing wildly and raking the lizard's face with its front claws. The two wrestle back and forth for several tense moments until the lizard finally gives up and releases its grip. The armadillo then bolts away at full speed to safety. The lizard probably got tired of biting what felt like a moving rock. This armadillo even goes after a python. It's a small one, and it clearly knows it's outmatched, trying desperately to escape, but it's useless. The armadillo clamps down and freezes like a statue while the snake thrashes in pain, unable to coil effectively to fight back. It even closes its eyes, For a second, I honestly thought it had fallen asleep right there. Moments later, the armadillo secures a grip on the head and starts eating. It chews on it like it's chewing a piece of sticky gum. Shockingly, after finishing just part of the python, it simply walks away. It feels so pointless. This clip honestly makes me feel bad for the snake. A farmer had been losing lambs for days, and now the camera finally catches the culprit. And it's unbelievable. The armadillo calmly drags a lamb twice its size by the neck. The owner follows it back to its burrow and manages to recover the animal. An incredibly aggressive little predator. The video's owner later shared that four calves had already been killed and gutted, and now the culprit is finally caught in the act. The armadillo is trying to rip into another calf right in front of the farmer, while the mother cow stands nearby, seemingly confused about what's happening. This massive python paid with its life. The armadillo clamps onto its head and squeezes until the snake can't breathe, showing just how brutally powerful this armored creature really is. Behind the quiet, insect-eating reputation is something far more dangerous. Armadillos are tougher, bolder, and far more ruthless than most people imagine. From snakes and birds to livestock twice their size. These armored survivors prove again and again that looking harmless can be the deadliest disguise in nature. If you've enjoyed exploring these remarkable stories from the wild, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more stories from the animal kingdom. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.